everyone, and welcome back to the internet's favorite football betting show, Cashball, Week 16. And if you guys watch football, you know now is the happiest time on earth, bowl season. The best holiday season there is. There's about to be freaking 40 bowl games in the span of 2 weeks. So we're doing a special end of the season bowl special for Cashball. Still going to do 3 picks a week until this thing rides out. National championship for college, and then we'll do a playoff edition for NFL when the time comes. Let's go to last week's picks. Still getting a mixed bag. Last week I went 2-1 NFL, 1-2 college. And if you're keeping tabs, that means I am 20, 22-3 in college, 26-19 NFL. Cha-ching. Let's go over last week's picks. First one up was Cincy -14 versus Tulsa. Really missed on this one. Tulsa kept it close. Classic championship game matchup. I thought Cincy was going to be able to roll them. They did not. And next one up was Boise -6.5 versus San Jose State. I hated both of these teams. I still do. Boise shit the bed, and somehow Harsin is going to get a job at Auburn. Somehow failing upwards, kind of like a Kingsbury situation. That's going to run Auburn into the ground for the next 10 years and set them back. Saban is somewhere laughing himself to sleep and then waking up and laughing even more. Auburn's going to suck because Boise shits the bed in the playoffs or in the championship games. San Jose State dominated. And the last one that we hit was Clemson -10 versus Notre Dame. Absolutely called this one. Knew Clemson was going to roll them. Notre Dame's going to get rolled in the playoffs by Alabama. We're going to cash in on that as well. 1-2 in college last week. In pros, Broncos +6.5 versus Bills. The Bills are a fucking juggernaut. It doesn't matter if they're on a short week rest. They just rolled the fucking Broncos. Falcons hit +6 versus Bucks. Somehow Matty Ice is staying in contention or just staying relevant. Playing for Raheem Morris. Love to see it. Last one we hit on was Pats Dolphins under 41.5. Patriots have a bunch of problems, and Cam is problem number 1. You can't throw the ball. Cashing on that. Cha-ching. And we're going to use this special bowl edition to fucking boost our stats. This is when you really make some money. We're going to cash in this week. But first, let's go over our uniform spotlight. This is the first time this has ever happened on the history of the show. Uniform spotlight is going to be FAU, all red, with white pants. Taggart's got his crew looking good. Kind of the remnants from Kiffin era. But love to see the all reds. First time this has happened in show history because we are going to be going over a pick that includes this uniform. So with that being said, first pick of this week is the Montgomery Bowl. We're taking Memphis -8.5 against FAU in the red unis. Red unis are not going to be enough. Memphis still has Brady White coming back. They don't have as much firepower as last year. They're not as good, but I think they're going to be good enough to roll this FAU team that's still rebuilding. They had a bunch of transfers. I like Memphis. Go Tigers. Next one up is the Cure Bowl. This one is very interessante. 2 hot teams, Coastal Carolina and Liberty. Liberty, of course, is somehow relevant because of Hugh Freeze probably taking them to strip clubs before games. Hugh Freeze got them boys humming. I just think this is going to be one of those crazy classic bowl games. I'm taking the over 59.5. That is a lot, but I think this has a potential to even go into like overtime. Rolling the dice on this one. Bowl season's crazy. We're going to make it even crazier. Last one, the New Mexico Bowl. Red alert, red alert. Houston is in disarray. Holgerson is shopping for other jobs. I think his house is on the market. They got like 15 guys out because of COVID, and Hawaii is low-key kind of good this year. This one's easy money, Hawaii plus 11. And now, the last picks for NFL, hot off the press. We're going Browns minus 9.5 versus the Jets. This one is, I think I'm doing reverse psychology on this one because I think the odds makers think that that's a big number, but it's not because the Browns are dominating. And the Jets want to get Trevor Lawrence, so they're going to try to lose all the rest of the games. They got their one token win out of the way, and we cashed in on that a couple weeks ago. I think the Browns are going to fucking absolutely roll them. They're trying to keep everything finely tuned for the playoffs. Browns minus 9.5. Next one up, we got Steelers plus 1.5 versus Colts. Steelers are home dogs in this, trying to catch them on a rebound game. They looked like shit the last couple of weeks. Big Ben said they looked like poo. They looked like fucking horse poo. And then some. I think they're going to pick it up this week and light it up. Trying to get some value. Steelers plus 1.5. Last, taking a trip to Big D. We're doing another home dog. Cowboys plus 3.5 versus Eagles. Jalen Hurts has been playing well the last couple of weeks. I don't think it's going to matter in Jero's world. Jerry will prevail at the end of the day. Cowboys plus 3 versus Eagles. Both the teams are shitty. I just think the Cowboys will win at home. Love the points. And we're going to lock in for this week. Once again, it's part 1 of the Bowl Special / playoff edition of Cashball. Tune in for next week. Let's get this thing heated up. Peace.